Okay, Chris, well, the big day has arrived. You're down here at Magic Million Sales Complex and you've just had a bit of joy in the sales ring.
Yeah, I was really happy. Adam bought like 743, a lovely Merchant Navy filly out of Santuza. It was a Savabeel mare, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see the Merchant Navies, how they perform. She looks like a real runner, but obviously being out of a Savabeel mare, you'd possibly think she might want a little bit of time, but certainly on body and type, she looks one that you could probably nearly take to the races tomorrow. She's strong, great walker, and a nice filly.
And also welcoming some other additions for clients to the stable from the sale.
Yeah, and the thing I'm excited about is they're all freshman size. I've got a Hellbent Colt coming and a Russian Revolution filly coming, so you know it's exciting times ahead.
Very good. All right, well, let's get into the preview. Obviously, the big day has arrived, Magic Millions Day. You've got 3 runners lining up. We kick off in race 2 with Skate to Paris, who lines up in the Magic Millions Open Handicap. Larry Cassidy to ride from Barrier 13.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, we're getting at the 1800, which is uncharted territory for her, but her runs this time around have suggested she wants that sort of a trip, and I thought the other day her run was as tough as nails, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting her to the races tomorrow. Obviously, she's drawn a little bit sticky, but Larry's just going to have to put in one of his 11 out of 10 rides and hopefully she can get home over the top of him.
And a big thrill for the owners once again. They've been on this day, I think, 3 years in a row now. So, I mean, this is what this sale and the race series is all about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is. I mean, she's just a tough mare who loves racing. She seems to be on song to perform here every year.
Very good. Move over to race 7, where Kavak and Boone Nova are in the 3-year-old guineas, but you also have Boone Nova in the Magic Millions Cutest Open Handicap. So let's touch on Kavak. Nashra Willa to ride from Barrier 6. You mentioned earlier in the week it's a favourable draw.
Well, it helps him. You know, a horse like him who's got a bit of speed, he'll be able to put himself in the race there. I would assume there's going to be a lot of pressure, so maybe he has to come back out of it. But he's going to be having visors added tomorrow, which is just a slight variation from blinkers, just not quite as severe. And hopefully that does the trick to get him focusing and on song. As you mentioned, Boom Nova, well, she's in the 2 races at the moment. She doesn't have a run in the guineas, so she'll be going around in the Cutest once again from a pretty ordinary draw. But we'll be happy with her going into the race.
And Bobby Alyssa, you threatened to give him a bomb after he missed the start last time, but he got the job done. She won the race. What are the instructions for tomorrow?
Oh, look, it's a big race like that. I don't think I give him too many instructions. As long as he rides it better than last weekend, I don't mind.
And touching on Kavak quickly, obviously he's not in the market. He's sort of, I guess, a bit of a forgotten runner, just given that sort of last start form. But a thrill for owners David Devine and Neville Morgan. They were here last year for the 2-year-old Magic Millions, and again a thrill to have a runner on Magic Millions Day.
Yeah, well, that's right. And I mean, look, he's probably a little bit unknown at the 1400. That's hence the reason for his price. But you know, he is quite a good galloper. There's no doubt about that.
Sure. And then we move over. You've got a big contingent also heading out to Ipswich tomorrow, kicking off with Triptonic in race 1, Cutest 3-year-old maiden plate over the 1666 metres. Travis Wolfgang to ride from Barrier 7.
Yeah, he ran very well first up the other day with Justin on him for 1350 metre race first up with the rail out a long way. He struck interference at what I thought was a pretty crucial stage, but still managed to pick himself up and hit the line well. So up to the mile, I think, suits. He's drawn a bit of a tricky draw, Barrier 7, with a small field, but I'll just have to leave that up to Travis as to how he rides him. But the horse is in very good order.
You've got 2 acceptors in race 3, which is a maiden plate over the 1350 metres. Northern Woods from Barrier 8 with Ryan Wiggins booked to ride. Malachini was accepted, but you're not going around.
No, well, Malachini can wait for another day. The barrier draw just makes his life too difficult, and I don't want to waste a run with him unnecessarily, so he'll wait for another day. Northern Woods is a nice horse. He's still a maiden that I've just had brought to my stable from Melbourne, and he's been trialling up quite nicely. So 1350 first up, I think, is a positive for him. He's a little bit of a one-pace sort of a horse, but I'm very happy with how he's progressed his preparation.
Very good. And then the final runners on the Ipswich program are in race 4, which is a Cutest 3-year-old Class 1 over the 1200 metres. Better Rush and Sakura Star. Ryan Wiggins booked to ride Better Rush from Barrier 1, and Jaden Lloyd on Sakura Star from Barrier 5.
Yeah, well, Better Rush has drawn 1, which is a huge help for her. I thought her run the other day was terrific. She was on speed just behind a very fast run race, and was still managed to hold on for 3rd place. So she's racing very well. She's in good form, and I would expect her from that good draw to be given every chance once again. Sakura Star had no luck last start. She got back in a slowly run race with the rail out a long way, and she made up nice ground late, but was never threatening, I suppose, proposition from where she was placed in the run. But I think tomorrow, Jaden won a maiden on her first up. He knows her well, and I'm sure he'll be a bit more assertive on her and put her in the race to give her some sort of a chance.
Very good. Then we move over to the Sunshine Coast meeting on Sunday, where Outback Gladiator lines up in race 4, which is a Colts, Geldings and Entires Class 1 over the 1400 metres. Larry Cassidy to right.
Yeah, well, he's a nice horse resuming, so first up 1400 with a big bit of weight's probably a bit of an ask for him, but he's ready to go the races. He's been working quite nicely, so look forward to getting him out to something a bit longer later in his preps, but he's coming up nicely. Unguarded, obviously, she's filly resuming also, and I think the 1,000 metres is a good distance for her to start off on. I just hope that we can just get the right run. She's a bit of a quirky mare. She likes to be ridden a certain way, and if she happens to be ridden the right way, she can certainly win.
Very good, mate. Well, that's the wrap. That's the runners for the weekend. A huge weekend of racing for yourself and connections, so best of luck.
Good on you. Thanks, Adam.